16-year-old U.S. merchant mariner Edward Woods had only been aboard one ship in his young life, the Staten Island Ferry, until he reported to the Tanker SS Brandy Station.
We were taking on deck cargo with P-51 Mustangs. That's when I first saw they were using special tools, and I didn't understand that. And then someone explained to me that that was spark-proof tools they were using to make sure there was no sparks aboard ship. And the old-timers all had stories to tell you. Don't worry, if we get hit, you won't even know about it. I had a ship in front of me one time on the way to Murmansk that got hit, and all I saw was a puff of smoke and some water, and it was all over. He said, if you gotta go, that's the way to go. So I guess I just accepted it. You were not allowed to tie up to a pier because you were considered having dangerous cargo. So we anchored midstream, right off the 72nd Street Marina. I lived on West 84th Street. I could almost see my house. So when I could go ashore, I had a water taxi, they called it. I could walk home, which I did. So I said to my mom, well, I'll try and see you tomorrow. And then I said, no more Liberty. We're sailing in the morning. And I remember leaning on the rail, looking at the cars going by on the West Side Highway. And that's the first time I think I really had nostalgia, melancholy, a feeling, of sailing away and didn't know where I was going. And ahead we could see the tugboats opening and closing a submarine nest they had running across the harbor.
Edward Woods spent 13 months aboard the SS Brandy Station. After the war was over, she was carrying soldiers back home when an explosion rocked the ship. All of the passengers were successfully transferred to the United States Army Transport George Washington, and Woods disembarked in Houston, Texas.